Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rob from Feedbackwrench. This channel is all about entrepreneurship. I have other channels that I manage, and being a YouTuber and helping other people create content is really an interesting thing. And we've got quite a book of different YouTube channels that we are dialed into. And something that's been very fascinating to me is understanding how your videos work. When you're a YouTuber, the majority of your views will generally come from people who are not subscribed to your channel. They're going to come from suggested videos. Like, most of your views are going to come because other channels start to serve up your content. And often that has to do with Google figuring out that your content is satisfying a query, or it's a lot like a certain audience, if there's kind of an audience overlap. There's a lot of different factors there, but one of the things that's been really fascinating to me is trying to figure out how, and learning. It's not trying to figure out, we're learning, because as we create videos, certain videos will rank really well in search, in Google search, and not only that, some will trigger the rich snippet on the Google search page, the search engine result page, and others won't. So you always have two types of searches too. So there's Google search and then there's YouTube search. And one of the things as you're creating YouTube videos that you should remember is that search campaigns on Google have a way higher volume than search campaigns on YouTube. There's only a certain amount of people that look to YouTube quickly as a search tool. Often, people who are less technically skilled are just learning how to Google. In fact, I think to be a learn-it-all, you have mastered the art of querying Google, Bing, YouTube to find the answers. The art of asking great questions is important. When you're creating YouTube content, you need to be thinking about two things. One, when you create that content, you ought to have a blog that you're going to optimize around that keyword. So you should have a website. If you're a YouTuber, that website is a place where if you're creating content, you should take that content and create little guides. And between 500 and 1,000 words should go along with your video. And the idea is you create a blog post or a web page, and the title of the page should be around the query that your video is about. From there, you should put an H1 and an H2 or a structure of headers in there that address the relevant stuff. You should maybe put an image in there, and that image, there's an alt image tag. You want to put some information in that, have the image actually be relevant to whatever the search query is. And then you should write some copy, and copy means words, right? The copy should be written for people, not search engines, but remembering that a search engine will crawl it and it will pay attention. So put that on your website and then optimize your website for search. Some of the things you'll want to do is open up a Google Webmaster account and a Google Analytics account. Put those codes in there and submit your sites to those. And here's what we've noticed is, in order to improve your search on Google search where there's more volume, if you create a blog that has and houses the actual video or links to the video, that's another thing, it will help the video start to show up in the Google search rich snippets. The videos that we have showing up in rich snippets are hosted on blog posts and websites that are highly successful on our website. And after having success on our own blog of people coming to the video, reading the article, or watching the video on the article, eventually, a couple months later, we started to see that we had straight up Google search results, which is really powerful. And there's really two keywords that we've had a lot of success on, and that's the LLC versus S Corp. I created a video that I think is one of the more authoritative videos on the LLC versus S Corp. And we have some Google My Business videos now that we created a couple months ago, starting to have lots of search result, and it's just taken off. So to optimize your videos for search engines, you want to think, or to get new viewers besides your primary, you'll want to optimize for search. That's all I got.